Yeah, so you're back to our Mr. Men, yay! My printer issues we were having are still there. I've scanned it and everything, and it will not come out colour. It's been doing my head in, so I'm gonna get another printer. And it's been a long time I've had them, to be fair. So we're gonna use these. So there's a few things that went from Hobbycraft, and I got a few little things by in here of all the different colours that we're going to add to these with the Mr. Men stitch. So you're going to love this. So you don't have to do this. This is just something I got extra. So we're going to cut them out and have a little individual characters, and then we're going to do like little different projecty things all in one, but with the different characters. So Mr. Happy, there you go, that's a little badge, that's our little fest one. My boy there had this yellow day charity, and he wore that. So then all the other little characters are cut out, so just cut individuals out. Please get some scissors if you need to, as in get an adult to do that for you if you need them to help you. So don't feel you got to do that yourself. And even if you tear them out as well, you can do that. You don't need the scissors if you haven't got any. So I've got these little pom-pom things, so don't need to get these. This is just something extra that I got there just to make. I thought it'd be cool little magnet, this one, because I knew the bright red one I had, the little Mr. Noisy, I think he is. I thought that would be great. And I got some sticky dots. These sticky dots are great. So they're see-through, like sticky little bits of gum, like it's like a tacky sticky thing, and they're great for like card making and things like that, and anything really. They're very, very sticky, so they're great. So you don't have to use these. You can use sellotape inside out. You can, whatever you wish to. Lots and lots of different ways. So I am going to use these today just because some things I need to be a little bit see-through, as you'll see. So it's easier just to stick them with, because they are nice and sticky, especially against the paper as well, because the paper is just obviously it's card, isn't it? So they stick very well on that. So we're just going to trim this round a little bit more, just so you can see the little red pom-pom shape there, just to make our little sort of 3D type of little magnet there. And the magnet, again, just off the back of the fridge. You had a couple that had fell off, the pictures had fallen off, so I just pinched one of them and I thought I'll stick that on the back. And if the magnet is a bit too slippy or shiny, just with a nail file or something, just give it a little etch across it, and that'll just make it easy to stick the sticky dots back on, or whatever else you use. I mean, you can use other stuff, glue guns and Pritt sticks and sellotape and masking tape and whatever you want, but yeah, I thought that was quite cool with the little sticky dots. It stuck really well. So there you go, a little magnet there. So it didn't initially stick when I first stuck it down, so I had to scrape the back, and then I finally got them on. Then put them on the back there, and then that'll just stick nice. And then that is the next one. So we've got the little badge, and now we've got the little magnet. So lots and lots of different ideas here. And there he is, this one, Mr. Noisy. So I think it's Noisy. Just an example on my mirror there with a magnet. Mirror, my scissors, just to show you. It doesn't have to be the fridge, it can be in your bedroom, it could be a little tray, it could be anything. So next one, so we're going to have some card making here. So these are some great little gifts for your friends that you could make, a little girl or a little boy or whatever you want, you know. Just, it doesn't have to even be a reason. It could just be, I picked Little Miss Huggable because I thought that's nice. You can, you know, it's sort of saying, giving you a big hug. That'd be a really nice little card for somebody. And the other one I've picked is Mr. Funny, the green one, because I thought that could be a really nice one to make people laugh, make your friends laugh. And I thought what you could do as well is maybe put like a little joke inside, like a little knock joke or something. Just Google it if you don't know any, and I think that would really cheer up anybody's day, whether it's a little friend, another child, or whether it's an adult, or you could be visiting someone in hospital, whatever it may be. They'll be really, really happy with your handmade, homemade, lovely little bit by bit little card. And when you add a few elements to it like this, like you just layer up, it just makes it that little bit more personal. It looks a bit more funky. And so this is why we're doing this. So there's no need to do this. You could just give a little card and do a little drawing on the front. It doesn't have to be like this, but I thought it's another good way of using up some of the little Mr. Men as well. Our little Miss, keep calling everything Mr. Men, but there's the little Miss range as well, and there's so many. You Google how many Mr. Men there is, it's like well over 100, easy. There's loads. There's like Mr. Men and Little Miss. So there's lots and lots of you could pick one for a particular thing, whether it's to make someone laugh or to give a hug whatever it may be. You've got lots of different ones and characters to pick there and give you reasons for it, and you can, you know, write on the front, write on the back. So again, sticky dots again, these type of things, especially for card making, it's so easy because it literally is a little dot, and because you can get quite intricate with it, it's, you're not having to like faff with your fingers with the sellotape too much. It literally is just sticking them down, and then you peel back, there's a little bit of backing tape, you can see the dots there, and you just stick it on, nice and easy, dead easy, and it does last, it does stick. Sticky dots are great for photographs as well, so if you're putting like photographs in a frame and you want to keep them in place, sticky dots, brilliant. A little top tip. So there's the cards, yeah, write a little message. So next one, now this one is, I didn't know this character, Mr. Sneeze, this little funny shape character, and I thought he would be a really cool bookmark. So, you know, them lolly sticks that you might have, or you've had ice lolly or something, or depending where you are in the world, popsicle stick or whatever, keep them, don't throw them away. I know it's very easy to put them in your recycling, but if you want to do some crafts with stuff, definitely keep a little bit of recycling, even if it's just like a little mini box of just some of your recycling things like these lollipop, popsicle sticks, you know, little egg cartons, cups, things like that. So I've got some Sharpies here, I'll colour them in. Oh, and these names, these are great. So on my name tags or something, you can actually, and these are in Mr. Men style, order your name. So for the kids, I've got, for Caleb and Noah, I've got their names on these little stickers, and what's good about them, you put them in their school uniforms, and it doesn't matter how much you wash that school uniform, them stickers do not fall off. They are amazing. So I've just put a little name on there to show that's his, and because we're going to make a little bookmark here, and this is going to be a great little nice flat bookmark, and then it's no mistaking that is Noah's bookmark. Not that he can read yet, because he can't. I should have put Caleb on there really, because he can read. He's only, Caleb's 6 and he's 7 now, so he can do that, but Noah's only 2, so no, he can't do that yet. But yeah, get your Sharpies. I've got a load of Sharpies here. You don't need Sharpies, crayons, pens, whatever you've got to hand, use them, and there you go. I think that's a really cool bookmark there. So let's put it in this one, Robo Dog. Caleb's having a read of that one at the minute. Yeah, really cool. So next one, get an old toilet roller holder. Yeah, lots of things we can do with this. So got a couple of characters here. I'm going to put 2 characters on this one. So I thought, great little pen pot holder, put your pens, pencils in. But why don't we jazz it up a bit by doing half blue, half pink? So again, 2 characters here. I think Mr. Cool is one of them, and I think the other one might be Mr. Messy. Mr. Messy maybe is, yeah, that's fitting for a tidy up pot. So yeah, so you just literally get your Pritt stick or your glue or your sellotape, stick some tissue paper around. I've just done half blue, half pink. As you can see, there's no messing here. There's no like being extra neat with it, or you can if you want. You can really cut it out and keep it straight and be really, really neat with it, but you don't need to as well. Just get your Pritt stick, get it in there, stick any loose bits down in the corners. Sorted, dead easy. Don't forget with your Pritt sticks as well, always put the tops back on, because they will dry out. Dry out so quick, and they're expensive, Pritt sticks. They are getting more expensive. I'm always surprised at the price of a Pritt stick. Anyhow, you don't have to get the Pritt stick make, by the way. There's other makes as well that are a lot cheaper. So whichever you use, stick it down, and then I'm just going to use sellotape just to make a bottom. So just use some sellotape and then put some sellotape over the sellotape on the opposite side. So we're going to make a nice little bottom for the pot, so obviously your pens and stuff won't fall through. And then that's it. Literally just stick it down, stick the tape down, go round and round and round, so it makes it a little bit wipeable, if you want to call it that, if you get anything on it. And obviously the paper won't tear then. And there you go, your little characters. We're going to pop them on. So you got the 2 there, or half blue, half pink. So if 1 minute you're feeling like I'll have the blue side, great, Mr. Cool. And the next one, you're feeling a bit messy, Mr. Messy on the other side. So whatever you're feeling. Sticky dots again, they are the way forward. Love these sticky dots. They are good to have in your art collection, sticky dots, because it's just one of them things where you you might not need a lot, and they go a long way. I've still got some left out of one brand new roll, and all of these things I'm doing, you're going to see what we're doing a little bit later on, that takes a lot of dots. Still got a lot. So there you go. Doesn't that look cool? Depends on how you're feeling. Turn it around, how you feeling. So yeah, so that was a really cool one. So more recycling, upcycling there, really good. So then I found this old mirror, just a little, it was just in the bottom of a drawer. I thought it was off, so I have no idea what it was off. But I thought, well, it's not doing anything. And then I had a little Miss Fabulous, and I thought, yeah, that's really cool, you know. Not that you're saying you're vain looking in the mirror like, look at me, little Miss Fabulous, but you know, you might want to give to somebody. You could give it as a little gift if, you know, they do like looking after themselves and things like that. They might like that, or might find it funny, might not, depending on how their personality is. But yes, some more this funky sort of, like, it wasn't a felt, it was like an unusual like texture, this orange. It was a bit like, it felt a bit fairy, but at the same time it was like tough. So I just stuck there on top, literally. And sticky dots again. There's little Miss Fabulous. If you need any more cutting out, just get back to your scissors. And if you turn your scissors as you turn, you can get really intricate cuts. So yeah, and a stick hair on there, that would make a great little gift for somebody there. They would probably like that. Yay, hey. Put that there. So after that, we then get my pot of string. So I've got a few little pots with different coloured string. So I've gone for some blue, because that is the colour of the next character. And this one is just going to be a little gift tag. So these are great because, you know, if you're going to give a little present or a gift, or a little handmade gift, or a little bought gift, or whatever it may be, you could put your own little tag on there, draw your own little Mr. Man. And by the way, if you're struggling to draw the Mr. Man as well, just feel free just go Google, print them out, you know, then you can cut them out, whatever, colour them in. You've got lots of options then. But if you can, give a draw or trace or copy or whatever it may be, or get someone else to do it and you colour it in, that's okay. Now if you get your scissors like this and you just, whatever corner you want to make a hole, put your finger behind nice and strong, get an adult to do this, and just twist and twist and twist the scissors, and it will make a hole, as you can see there. Now I used to do this all the time when I didn't have a hole punch. And you know, you can faff with a scalpel knife and things like that, so if you twist and twist and twist and then colour it in, you'll never know, and it's a proper little hole. And yeah, that's the way to do it. And then you thread your string or ribbon or whatever you've got there to pop through, put a little knot in it, and then you're ready to go. You've got your handmade, homemade little gift tag there to pop on your little present. And then you just got to obviously write your little message and you are sorted. So that is another good one there that you can do too. So we're using up these little Mr. Men and my little Miss for quite a bit now. So Mr. Greedy, straight away I thought of sweets. So I had this old Kinder pot. So this is like a big Kinder, so it was like a large Kinder egg, this one. It's the same pot that I did my Baymax with. If you go back, you can see how to make the Baymax. So I thought, yeah, what have I got here? Oh, I've got some pink ribbon, Mr. Greedy, yes. So, and again, that was just cheap. That was like literally, I think it was in the sale, like this box of ribbon. It was like 50p a roll or something. So keep a lookout for bargains like that, because you never know, you might use them next time. And I thought, yeah, wobbly, Mr. Greedy, great. Again, sticky dot, put a little dot on the back. I thought I'll stick him on, and then you've got a great little, I mean, the kids would love that, just sweetie pot. Just, you know, pop your little sweets in. You sat watching your favourite movie, a few bits of sweets, candy, whatever you call it, and you know, just happy. You know, I've just put some marbles in there just to show you an example. So yeah, you can definitely pop all little bits in there. Whatever you feel is good, definitely pop them in. And yes, now this was a little Ferrero Rocher box that we got as a little present. We got as a gift. We got some chocolates for our anniversary, and I thought, yeah, let's use that. Let's not throw it out. Let's make a nice little pencil pot or something here, just to pop out like a little pencil case. Put your pencils in, pens, all your things. So sticky dots. Now as you can see, I've got up close there, got lots of sticky dots on there. I've did this before, so you don't have to painstakingly watch me put all of these dots on. And again, you get so many dots on that roll because I've still got loads left, even though I've put lots of dots on this. So the reason I've put lots of dots on the inside is because we're going to put everything opposite on the outside from the inside, so it's still wipeable and keeping it clean. And so as you can see, just stick it on the opposite side. And what's good about the sticky dots is you don't see them, so you can stick all these little characters in their places and stuff like that, but you don't see anything because it's stuck down by the dot. So it's great. It's, you know, and this is what I mean. This is what's good about them, because they're see-through. They're not coloured in any way. You can use them on the opposite angle like this. So then I thought, right, just we can cover this now in just old things that we've got laying around. So I did have a load of like random things, like you know, the Quality Street and your Cadbury's Roses and your tin sweets and things like that. You know, the like nice little shiny wrappers you get. I thought, we'll have a go with that. I'll save some of them. Found a couple of pipe cleaners. Thought, yeah, stick them down. And this is what I mean. Again, these dots are so sticky. They'll just take all of this. It's great. So I thought, yeah, let's do Mr. Tickle there with carry on the orange, like wiggly arms. That was my little first thing of it. Doesn't really look like that, to be fair. It just looks like a big orange pipe cleaner. But you know, this is what I'm saying. It's just using up stuff that you've got laying around. You don't have to make it perfect in any way. You just stick it down, and these sticky dots just take to it really, really well. So yeah, so I popped that down, and then I've had a yellow one and some other different colours, and then just literally put in anything that you want to put on the opposite side, and it will just stick because you've got all these dots down. So just make sure, obviously, you look through and see what it looks like, because you can, you know, if you put it the right way up, you're gonna see the back of it. So whatever you've got laying around, keep them little scraggly bits of craft as well, the art and craft stuff. So if you've got stuff and you might say, if you cut something out, sometimes it's good just to keep the bits you cut out, because you might use them on something else. You might just think, oh, I need a few little scrap bits of this or that, or ribbon or whatever. So have like one little pot or one little shoebox or something that you can just keep a load of like random bits and just stuff that like previous projects you might have cut out, and just keep them in there, and it'll work really, really well. And you will be surprised how much you can go back to them. You will. You'll go back to that little pot loads. And that was my box I showed earlier. It was just random stuff in there, from bits of glitter to bits of just fallen sequins, things that fell off stuff, cut bits of ribbon, pipe cleaners. Like there's a little blue heart or something I'd found. A couple of googly eyes, stuck some of them on the opposite side. Lots and lots and lots of different things. So definitely get yourself one of them as a little box. And then again, you can use, you know, them things to decorate that little box to show it's your bits and bobs box. We'll have to do that. That'll be another one. Bits and bobs box. Yeah, just to keep all your tosh like that. So again, here we go. So these are great, because obviously you've got these nice transparent sort of wrappers here, but you've got all the different colours, like your really bright rainbow colours, and then you can just pop them on. So I thought, I'll put the yellow ones with the yellow. Let's keep them together, and a few orange with the orange, and it just lines it. That's a great line of this. It's like you've got some sort of fancy funky acetate going on, and you just, you know, yeah, making it funky yourself. So stick them on. You don't need to stick it much, because them dots are still there, so you can just keep on layering and layering and layering and layering. And if you need any more dots, just put them on as well, but they will go a long way. So just one roll will last you a good while with them. And I made my my wedding bouquet with lots of sticky dots as well, so they're even good for stuff like that, intricate stuff, sticking jewels on things and leaves and flowers, and brilliant. So yes, so there we go. So we're all stuck down there, and then I thought, right, I've still got some of the that card and stuff I'd use. It's like fairy orange. Thought I'll line a bit of that with that. Put some of that in there, and I think I had some pink left as well, so I put that in the other pot. So just, yeah, measured up, cut it out, and then again you're gonna have to put a couple of dots on the back there, just so you're all matched up, and yeah, get it nice and trim. And then pop them dots on. I have quickly put the dots on and then just not really showed you that bit, just because it would just take ages, just individually. There you go, showing a few dots, like painstakingly watching you do all the dots. So I've done that separate. So stick that down nice and firm, and you got a funky little top. And what's great is because it's all on the inside, it's keep you nice and clean as well. So you can, you know, if it gets a bit grubby or something, or the kids grab it, or they get chocolate fingers or whatever it may be, you can just give it a little wipe and it keeps it nice and clean. So same with the bottom part. I'm just using some more wrappers here, some purple and blue and different bright colours there too. And yeah, just keep on putting the wrappers in, different ones. So yeah, enjoy that with the little pot making, and just stick it all in as much as you can. And then what we're going to do is we're going to line the pot similar way as we did with the lid. And we've got some leftover pink from the pink card, and we're going to pop that in there as well, and that just makes it nice and easy to put your pencils and your pens and your things like that. So I've got some tissue paper lying around as well, so pop that in there as well if you want to put some tissue paper in. And also just overlap it as you have with just sellotape. Yeah, it just keeps it nice and tacky, just sticks it together, keeps it easy. And then obviously the pink there, just measure that up, and this one's a bit like a rubber, it's like a rubbery feel to this, so it's quite good if it gets, you know, things get bashed about a little bit, like, you know, you just get, you know, leaky pens or anything like that. You've got something there and you can see what you've got without all the different colours getting in the way and you don't know what you've got. So yeah, it's a bit like not like a rubber, like a foam, more like a foamy type of thing. So you've got that, measure it in, then cut, and get this adults to help you with the scissors if you need it too. And then that'll just stick down, and just a couple of sticky dots on there just to have that really nice. And then you have got your little homemade pencil case there. So there's the bottom there. We've got Mr. Is it Jelly, I think that one, and Mr. Strong just on the side, and then obviously got Mr. Tickle, and there was a couple of other characters on the top as well. And yeah, you've got your lid there, and then you've got your little pot, Little Miss Sunshine, I think that maybe it was, I think. By using the old chocolate box as well. So then you pop some of your things in nice and easy, and you've got a little stash area to pop all your little bits in. Excellent. So we got to the end of it with the Mr. Man. Right, so yes, so we got to, so the little badge, I never got to really show you there, because my son yesterday, he wore it, bless him. They had a now and again for charity different days. It's like a yellow day, and they had this yellow, you know, we didn't hear about it right at the last minute, so he didn't really have anything yellow. So I was like, put your little Mr. Happy on, that'll do, it's yellow. And he was loving it. He was like, yeah, that's great, Mum. So we had that. We had obviously the little magnet there with Mr. I think Noisy. I'm not quite sure of them all. The little pen pot there, so you can have Mr. Cool on one side or Mr. Messy on the other side. See, his little ideas. And we had our little wobble pot. Put something in the bottom there, just put a marble in there, just to give you an idea. Mr. Greedy. Idea of that one is you can put your little sweeties in there. Don't get too greedy though. And then we had our little cards, didn't we? So make your little friends cards. And I thought as well, what would be really cool is maybe Google some jokes, so like knock joke or something like that, and maybe put a joke in there. So that is a good idea as well. And then what else did we have? We had the mirror. So, you know, Miss Fabulous, that is. That's why I went for that one. And then we had our little pot. So our little, just anything you got left over, it's back to the recycling, isn't it? So, you know, lined it with some of the things inside. You can put your things in there, and you can put, you know, your pens in there, your Britstick and your rubbers. So it's like a little pencil case there on your desk, and just put your name in. But if you do it all on the inside, you can keep it clean and wipe it down. So yeah, so that is good. So yes, so quickly come in here, I thought I'd have a quick share there. Yes, I have got no makeup on. Normally I would come on these with full on makeup, but I just thought, you know what, Pamela Anderson's just done it at the most amazing event and she went out makeup free and looking all natural and beautiful and gorgeous. So hey, let's go with the makeup free look today. Don't get me wrong, I do like my little things like that, skincare and makeup over my tropic, but go and have a look if that if you're interested. But yes, we're doing this today, so I hope you enjoyed that. Have good fun with your making and everything, and yeah, we'll see you soon. Also as well, just on a pull up my chair on a sort of serious note. Well, it's not serious, it's not mega serious, but you know, everything we use and we do as well, don't feel that it has to be fancy, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't, you know, yes, I've got some, you know, Posca pens and things like that, and there's other brands, all the different brands. I've got a few other little, there's a different brand there, Spectrum Noir, someone. But even that, you know, if you've just got Crayola pens and pencils, if you've just got your basic ones from the market that you know someone's just bought you, and you don't even have that, you know, you can use just whatever you've got at hand. So I'm hoping I can give ideas, especially to the kids and everything, that you can do a lot of these crafts and all of these things without necessarily having expensive things. You don't need expensive things. Nothing I've got here is sponsored in any way. It's just what I've just picked up and enjoyed and liked, and usually on a deal as well. Like if there's a sale on or there's something in the shop, then I've tended to gone like down that route. Like, that's why I love TK Maxx and things like that, because you can always get a good bargain. So I love a good bargain. But yeah, there's always an alternative. So even though like I had some ribbon knocking around, yeah, I've used some ribbon there, because that was like 50p for a roll of ribbon or something I got cheap. And even with like your little handmade cards and stuff, you know, you can do it yourself. So yeah, so some things I might use something where it is a bit more expensive to do, or it might just be recycling. You know, this is just an old Ferrero Rocher pot we got as a present, as a gift, our wedding anniversary. We got a little box of chocolates there, just recycled with the pot. So, and that's okay. So yeah, I've come from a very humble beginnings and background, and you know, I remember my art days, and my mum didn't have a lot and didn't have enough for certain things and pens, and you know, I used to love going to school sometimes, an art class and things, just because I had unlimited access to all of the supplies, and I could get really creative then. But I had to make do at home, whether it was an old newspaper I had, and I used to love graffiti in the like the TV Guide magazine or something, and the faces and going around the eyes, and you know, things like that. You probably done as a kid, if you yeah, maybe it's like, I'm sure my age now, 80s baby, but or 70s and before, you'd remember that. But you don't have to have anything mega expensive. So just to keep that in mind, that, you know, this is why I like doing the recycling things, the old Kinder Egg pot and things like that with the kids, because it can just be whatever you've got to hand. So even though I did go out, as you can see, around the shop, and I bought a specific piece of pink and green and orange, because I knew what I was going to do with the little Mr. Men characters that I made. Use whatever, use some crayons just to colour it in, or a little pencil, or keep it black and white, or whatever you may do. Just grow, just visualise and help your imagination to grow. So it doesn't have to, you don't have to have things coming from a mega expense. But there might be some things that come along later on that just maybe cost something more. If you want to do that, that's fine, but there's always an alternative. So please, when it is something and you're thinking, oh, it's a bit, I haven't got that, I haven't even got stuff like that, like sticky dots, like putting them on, that's just a difference, that's all, because you wouldn't see it on the inside of some of the things. But if you haven't, use sellotape inside out, just turn it around in a little loop, or use other glue. You know, I might use glue gun with some stuff. You don't necessarily need a glue gun, there's always another way to do it. So yeah, so keep that in mind, that it's nothing, it has to be mega expensive. And haven't got really any links or anything to stuff. I'm just going along with what I enjoy using and what I find along the way, because I do love my shops like that. I just love wandering around, you know, Hobbycraft, WH Smith's, TK Maxx, places like that, and the works, and just seeing whatever's there latest and what I could maybe make something into or create something into. So yeah, I've got another thing I've got with some old crayons as well. I had a load of bashed up crayons that were in the bottom of a drawer, and I thought they're doing me head in. The kids don't use them anymore. They're just all bashed up and bits and pencils and broken. So I've made I've put them all in a tray, and I'm going to bring my resin into it. I haven't quite set it yet, so I'm still doing that one. So I will be bringing that one up, and it's going to be a nice. We've got Inktober at the moment with the art, so Inktober's over at my art. Go and have a little look at that if you want, with my daily sketching. But and then after that, I have got a little resin thing with my sister's flowers. So she got married, and she didn't know, and she had one of the table flowers which was matching with her bouquet of flowers. She said, "Oh, you can have that," and they'd gone on the honeymoon and that, and I was like, I think I'll be able to try and preserve these. So that went really well. So I will come back with that one as well, over at my art channel, and keeping the kids things kids with the Mr. Men. So yes, so I hope you enjoy, and just remember, you can use anything. You don't have to copy exactly the things that I may have, and you don't have to get fancy little red poofy little things. That's just to make it interesting on the fridge as a magnet, that's all. You could just have the character on its own. And the magnets, I haven't even bought the magnets. I've just used old magnets off the back of the fridge. They've had a magnet, and then the magnets, like the pictures fell off, and they've got the old magnet. Just stuff like that. So yeah, use whatever you've got. Recycling, upcycling, fantastic. Okay, all right, thank you, bye. So feel free to, if you liked everything, come over and subscribe and give us a like and a thumbs, and it will not be long before we see what we have up to next. So kimberlyvickers.art, come and have a check out.